Joining me now to talk about the upcoming Jazz Age Jubilee Gala for the Commerce Public Library are Belinda Miller of the Friends of the Library and Ashley Bryan, Library Director. I'm excited to get both of your perspectives on what this gala means for the library and the community. First, hello.
Hello, thank you for having us.
All right, so to the both of you, what is the Jazz Age Jubilee in your words, and what do you each hope that people are going to take away from this evening?
This is an opportunity for our community to be a part and to continually support our library. We are wanting to get our members who have been very kind throughout the years to support us to become sustaining members. That's a way that we can plan for programs long range and do some more of the great things that we're doing. The library is owned by the city, but the Friends of the Library are responsible for the salaries and for the programming of it. And in order to do that, we need to have funds to be able to do the programming that we're doing. And so that's why we're doing the gala. We started last year, our very first one, and it was very successful to get us off the ground. And we have a lot of things that we want to continue to doing. And Ashley's going to tell you how important our library is and why we need to continue to raise money.
Okay, so like Belinda said, she might not have said nonprofit specifically, but our library is a nonprofit library, which is not super common in Texas. They're usually very small towns like ours that are nonprofits, and that's why they still exist because they're not usually included in city budget. So we've been around since 1967 as a nonprofit public library. And like she said, we're housed in a building that was built in 1918. It was a post office, Commerce's post office. And I forgot what I was supposed to be answering, but I just
programs. What are the great things that we're doing? We're doing some great things here.
So we had our grand opening at the Board Art Bash 1 year ago, and since then we started doing all kinds of new programs, and our program attendance has really skyrocketed. We created a teen space thanks to a grant from a local donor, Tina Fletcher. We created a teen space and started initiating teen programming. We're starting a maker space soon where teens will be able to come and use 3D printers and laser cutters and all kinds of robotic things. And we've got yarn benders on Tuesday evenings now, where people can bring their knitting and crocheting and such. We've still got story time. It's been going strong. It's got like 20 to 30 people every Tuesday morning for story time. And like I said, that program attendance has doubled, in some cases quadrupled, since we opened a year ago, which is wonderful. A lot of people took advantage of our summer reading program this summer, and our participation in that grew by 125%.
Wow.
And our circulation, books checked out, which, that's our traditional role as a library to check out books. That grew by 200%. We were just, it was amazing. And so we had a lot of summer reading programs and people participating in the reading challenges and meeting their goals. And that was really amazing to see. So the library has really exploded in the past year and a
That's incredible. And so this event, this gala, which is coming up on the 16th, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure that I have that because what do we think that attendees are going to feel whenever they come to the gala? We're talking about the music, the decor, the program. What's the vibe you're going for, and who's doing the heavy lifting on this thing?
People are going to be transformed back into the 20s is our goal.
Yeah.
The whole downstairs library is going to be decorated with black and gold and feathers and all kinds of things that would have been used at any fancy gala in the 1920s. And we are it is a catered event. We will have music that's going to be presented by David Zavanet and Mark Chapman, and tell them a little bit about the movie that's going to be here. This is a fun thing.
So they're going to accompany a silent film by Charlie Chaplin, The Fireman, and they're doing like a little improvisational jazz set along with that film. And then they're also doing some of their own improvisational jazz throughout the evening. So it'll be really exciting. And Mark Chapman, as you know, was a host on KETR for
a lot of years. That's right. He was the host of the jazz program here on a weeknight jazz program, The Art of Sound on KETR for a lot of years. So yeah, I'll tell you, I don't know anybody more familiar with the genre of jazz music than Mark Chapman.
Well, he and David Zavanek have been practicing and working up what they're going to perform for us. So the music will just be incredible. We're going to have wine. Teddy Reel is going to help us with the wine bar that we'll have. We'll have catered food that's kind of like what was popular during that time period. Then we're also going to have an opportunity at the event for people to become a sustaining member.
Sure.
As we said, that's something that we're pushing really hard because we see the value in that happening. And in addition to being a sustaining member, we are going to have a silent auction. So we're kind of taking the best of a lot of different events in our town and pulling them together. So Ashley, if you want to talk about the great things that people can bid on.
Sure. So we have a silent auction full of one-of-a-kind items. We have several items from local artists like David Zvana and Barbara Fry and Josie Durkin and Jordan Garrett, including this coffee shop sign from his studio, the Boyd Arc studio downtown. And then we also have some other local vendors like the Thomas Family Farm is including a flower subscription from their farm fresh flowers. There are other items from our basement like a taxiderm puffer fish, what we're really excited about, and also an opportunity to purchase one of our very own card catalogs from the basement as well. So some really exciting items are going to be included in there.
That's awesome. Now, is this going to be the dress code is full Gatsby or cocktail, or do you leave your feather boa in the closet? What are we doing?
Whatever your heart desires is what we want people to do. If you feel like this is something you've always had a heart's desire to dress up from that time period, then come on out. Or otherwise, if you just want to have business casual and come and enjoy the evening, it's just a time for us as a community to get together and in a situation that we don't have often a lot of opportunity for in Commerce to hear some great music, have some great food, and be able to support something that is truly an important entity in our community, and that's our library.
Well, who are you hoping is going to show up as far as longtime supporters? We know that there have been folks who are friends of the library for a really long time. Is it time for some new faces to come and show up here at this event? Are we talking corporate sponsors, maybe university students, families? Like, what are you thinking?
Well, we certainly will have our long-term supporters that will always come to these sorts of things. It is an adult evening, not a family evening.
Okay.
We are very hopeful that some new people that maybe have participated in some of the programs this year and would like to see those programs continue will show up and be able to do that. That's where the sustaining membership will allow us to keep doing the kinds of things that we're doing and to be open to new things. Ashley has really done a great job this year of if someone comes up with an idea that what if we do XYZ program? She will
Right.
do her very best to be able to make that happen. So we believe that people support what they help create. So our community helps us create the programs that they want to see here in the library, and then we do our very best to do that. But as with everything, good quality program takes good quality money. So that's what we're hoping, that we will be able to help sustain our programs, as well as we're still working. Our next big project is the outdoors of the building. We have some columns and some things on the outside that need to be addressed just to keep this building going another 100 years. And so there's a lot of things, a lot of resources, places that we can put people's money.
Well, that's what I was going to ask was, building maintenance on the list. And I guess, Ashley, this might be for you. What are the other top funding priorities this year? Is it collections, new programs, maybe some technology?
So yes, we're hoping to update our technology. So our patron computers, like a social services center is something on the list. Creating some more kits for family literacy. So there are a lot of technology updates that need to happen to support literacy and technology and learning for all ages, especially our patron user station specifically, which was quite old, and that really supports people who are job hunting, resumes and that sort of thing to be able to come in and
But we've talked about over the years too. This has been a longstanding story. Is the library in a community is oftentimes the link that people have with the internet when they don't otherwise have access to the internet. And as I understand it, Commerce Public Library plays that exact pivotal role all the time.
Yes, that is correct. In fact, you can even use Wi-Fi outside of our library in our park, and then even when we're not open.
Folks can just show up and hop on the Wi-Fi. That's nice.
Well, we realized that like when COVID hit and there were so many of our families in our community that did not have those services for whatever reason. And so that just became oh, we need to do this kind of thing. And so it provides a tremendous need for community people.
Well, we've got the date, we've got the information. We got to close with the essentials: when and where, how to get tickets, dress code, and how to stay updated if there are any changes between now and then.
Okay, so visit our website, commercepubliclibrary.org, and the gala link is at the very top of that page. You can click on that. It'll take you to a site called Give Butter, where you can buy your tickets. And if you're not able to come, you can also make a donation. You can also become a sustaining member from that link. And then that date is October 16th from 6 to 8 p.m. here at the Commerce Public Library. And if you are needing to be updated on that or want to follow us across the events, we'll be posting things that were going to be included in the silent auction, that sort of thing, on our Facebook page, Commerce Public Library, and you can respond to the event there as well.
I get it. All right. Well, if there's anything else that you want to share, maybe if you could whisper one secret to KETR's listeners about something special that they might see or hear, or a reason to show up, right now's the time.
Don't be left out. Do not miss this. You will want to be a part of this. People talked about the gala last year for many, many days afterwards, and we expect the same thing to happen this next week as well. So don't be left out. Come and join your friends. Bring your friends. Come and meet some new friends. It's just a great evening to celebrate all that the library does for everybody. It is their library, and we want people to support it.
The Jazz Age Jubilee Gala for the Commerce Public Library happens Thursday, October 16th, 6 to 8 p.m. That's there at the Commerce Public Library, 1210 Park Street in Commerce. Tickets and details available through the library or the Friends of the Library's Facebook page. Thanks to Library Director Ashley Bryan and Belinda Miller with the Friends Group for joining me today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.